There is a celebration going on right now in the WNBA dump. Headline at the Daily Mail. WNBA star Jackie Young finalizes first $1 million contract in league history. This is amazing. WNBA players are finally being overpaid like they deserve. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. Who? Jackie Young? Who is Jackie Young? When it was announced that their primary subsidizers in the NBA had agreed to vastly overpay most WNBA players, I thought the first players to earn $1 million contracts would be the players that made this deal possible to begin with. As I look down that list of players, the only player I see on this list is Caitlin Clark. And you mean to tell me the first $1 million contract in WNBA history went to Jackie Young? Look, on the court, I'm sure Jackie Young is worth the money. Now, obviously, I don't know that for sure since, I don't watch the pretend basketball in the WNBA. I watch Caitlin Clark, but I'm damn sure not wasting my time watching the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces, which is the team that gave Jackie Young this exorbitant contract. There is a reason I refer to them as the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. They're anonymous. They're unknown. And I think this could be the problem for the WNBA. Under the guidelines of this new collective bargaining agreement, the WNBA is now handing out sizable contracts to players, most of which have absolutely no ability to generate the revenue that's needed to fund these contracts. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Just a heads up, this will be the last video until I return from vacation next week on the 18th. There will be no videos next week. Like I said, in terms of on-court production, I'm sure Jackie Young is worth the money that she is being paid. The Las Vegas Anonymous Faces won the WNBA Finals last year. They are currently in possession of the most coveted prize in the league, which is the Platinum Pooper. I'm sure Jackie Young is a great player, but let me ask you something. Outside of family and friends, who is buying tickets to see Jackie Young? I remember during the WNBA Finals last year, the Anonymous Faces, they were struggling to sell out home games. Tickets were selling for less than $40, and the Anonymous Faces, they were struggling to sell 10,000 tickets. Angel Reese played in Chicago for 2 years. Now, if you believe the mainstream media, Angel Reese is a huge star. 2 years in Chicago for Angel Reese. And if Caitlin Clark wasn't playing in Chicago, the Bravado were playing home games in a half-empty arena. Look, I would assume that most of the money that the WNBA is getting is coming from their TV contracts, their broadcast deals, which is fine. Most leagues are set up this way. The problem for the WNBA, there's only one player drawing ratings. Matter of fact, I will give the Indiana Felines credit because Sophie Cunningham and the ladies on the Felines, they were drawing ratings last season without Caitlin Clark when she was injured. But most other teams in the league, they can't draw flies to a fresh turd. Remember last season when WNBA ratings kept mysteriously disappearing? If I remember correctly, There were a handful of nationally televised games, some involving Angel Reese, and these games, they were not broadcast on CBS Sports Network or NBA TV. I'm talking about nationally televised games on ESPN, ABC. There were a handful of games where ratings mysteriously disappeared. The ratings were unavailable. I wonder why. Like I told you guys during negotiations, I think this was the main holdup from the league's perspective. To their credit, the WNBA refused to budge when it came to their percentage of revenue sharing. But I think the league was worried, and is still worried, about long-term sustainability. They were worried about paying players who have no ability to draw a mainstream audience. Now, the players they were worried about, they're making millions of dollars in guaranteed money. And what is the WNBA doing to improve the product? They are watering it down even further by adding another 3 teams. Did you not just watch the women's tournament in college basketball? Did you see the quote-unquote future? There is not enough talent to expand the WNBA. Hell, they're having a hard enough time filling the rosters with talent with the 13 teams they've got now. They're having a hard enough time finding stars with the teams they already have. It's going to be interesting to see how this deal works out long term for the WNBA, because they are one Caitlin Clark injury away from being in deep shit. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys next week on the 18th when I get back from vacation.